Hi there, and welcome back to You Can Emerge Positive. I'm so glad that you chose to join me today because today we are going to be talking about how you can do something very quickly to help improve your life, which is what we always do in this podcast. Something 10 minutes or less to help improve your life. I work mostly with women who are over 40. They're in the middle of their life and they are doubting about, is it too late? Is this it for me? I mean, I'm kind of stuck with where I am. And the answer to all of that is you're definitely not, and it is not too late. And I help them see that there is a pathway forward to creating a life that they truly want in their life. So today, I'm going to throw myself under the bus a minute. I am going to talk about something that I just went through this last week that I think you will definitely relate to. I think a lot of us go through this, and I definitely went through it myself, which is I caught myself doing something and I knew better. I knew that if I just did this thing, that I would feel better. And I've really had like my energy's been off. I've been kind of tired. I haven't really been in my like morning routine in the way that I normally am. I haven't been doing the meditation piece, which is the core piece of it. I just came up with all these excuses and I wasn't feeling great. I wasn't feeling off. And I knew, like in the back of my mind, I knew if I just took the time to do the meditation, it would help center me. It would help give me that energy. It would help me be able to kind of push through and move through whatever this was that I was dealing with. And no, I did not choose to do that. And so I suffered, which is crazy. And I think you can relate, right? Like when you're feeling tired and you know you should go and do your, walk over lunch, but you're just tired so you don't do it. Well, if you went on the walk, you would feel better when you got back. You wouldn't feel as tired. That is exactly what was happening with me. Anyway, so I ended up at one point I was just sitting on the couch and I was reading something and I realized, oh my gosh, this is it. Like this right here is what I'm supposed to be doing. It's called the gap. The gap is what you know. It's the space between what you know and what you're actually living, the action that you're actually taking. And that space, that gap, is where frustration lives. It's where the feeling like you're stuck lives. It's that space that we all have. And I definitely, like, literally sat there and caught myself going, oh my God, this is it. This is the gap. So, I I was thinking about a little bit more of the fact that if you're listening to this podcast, you are working on improving yourself, right? So it's not a lack of knowledge. You know what will make you feel better. And it's not a lack of awareness either. For most people, the awareness piece is key. Most people are not aware of what they're doing and how it's not helping them get the life that they want. Most people sit back and go, "Oh, I'm a victim and life is happening this way and this is just the cards I got dealt and I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do about it." But the truth of the matter is, and you know this, is that you can do something about it. You can choose differently. And that you do need, though, to take action for it to actually have impact in your life. And if you have a definite goal on where you're going, if you know the life that you want to create and design, then that action needs to be aligned to that goal. And if it's not, well, then you're not going to reach that goal. So all of this really matters. But this gap is that space between the knowing and the doing. And that's where I caught myself, which was crazy. So I realized something that I do think is really important, and that is we don't stay stuck because we don't know what to do. We stay stuck because we're not consistently taking action on what we need to take action on. It's not that we don't know, it's just that we're not doing it. We all know that you can sit and think and dream forever, and it's not going to get you any closer to where you want to go. You actually have to do something. So I've been thinking about this all week. It's just really, really stuck with me because it was kind of a slap across my face of like, what are you doing, Deanne? Like transformation does not happen from what you believe. If you're working on something, if you want betterment of yourself in any way, it is not just on what you believe, though your beliefs do really matter. We've talked about that before in a different session, but it comes from what you practice. It comes from the doing, right? You have to take action, and it needs to be aligned with where you want to go. That action needs to be aligned with the woman that you want to be. That's so important. And a lot of us overlook that too. If you're doing something over and over and over, that's great. But is it actually going to help you become who you want to be? Is it going to help you be 10 years from now? Are you going to be in that place that you want your life to be? Because if it's not, we got to relook at things because how you're spending your time consistently, day after day, that matters. That's where the momentum builds. That is where your life is happening. That is what is determining your future. It seems crazy, but it's really, really true. The transformation comes from what you practice. And when I really sat with that, I thought, how many areas of my life are like this? Like I already have an answer, but I'm just not doing it. So think about the different major areas of your life. It's finances, relationships, it's your health. Think about where are you not making choices, or where are you making choices that are leading you in the wrong direction? Or where are not making a choice that you should be making? And I bet you anything, it's small. It's normally something very small because building the life that you want, it comes from taking little steps consistently daily. That's it. You don't need to overhaul your life. You don't need to give up everything. You just need to choose one thing that you can do consistently. That's it. Small. And then once that becomes a habit, that's like 21 days, they say, 21, 28 days. It's a habit, so you're just doing it now. Then you add another one on, and then another one on. And it's all in alignment with where you are headed. It has to be. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. So I see this a lot with the women that I work with, where they are aware and knowledgeable about what needs to be done, but they're just not choosing it. Just like what I did. You know that it's going to help your energy or it's going to improve your relationships. It's going to help you move forward, but there's this gap, and that gap is where your frustration is. That gap is where why am I still here, right? Why is this happening to me? Why isn't my life better? That's in the gap, all of it. And especially in midlife, because you have the wisdom now, right? We've all lived long enough to know what we need to be doing. But if we're not practicing it, it's not changing your life. So, what if the goal here is not to learn more? What if you're already been on this planet long enough where you have that wisdom? You know. What if the goal is to live more about what you know? To live more about what you know. That's it. Not perfectly and not all at once. Like I said, little steps consistently. But what if that really is the goal here? Because that is where momentum begins. That is where life is happening. That is where you are truly designing your next decade. So here's something simple that you can try today. Ask yourself, what is one thing I know would help me right now that I'm not doing? It could be in any area of your life, your finances or your relationship, your career. What's one thing that you know would help you that you're not doing? And then I want you to choose that this week. Don't ignore it. Don't make it bigger than it is. Don't make the excuses. Just say, okay, I'm going to do this one thing because I know if I do this, I am going to see improvement, period. End of story. Just try it. I guarantee you, after the first day, you're already going to feel better because you know you're doing something. You're taking action, right? That's the first step. And it feels good. And you never see the results after day one on anything, but it feels so good. Then choose it again and choose it again. Try this for the week and see how you feel. It's amazing. It will get you out of the gap and into the doing and into aligned doing, which is the key, truly the key. If you are working on a goal, if you are working of transforming who you are and where you're going, that's what you need. So I created a free document, a free PDF called The Reset. And it is a morning routine document that will help you curate something special that is good for you. I'm not telling you in the booklet you have to do it this way. I'm giving you a whole bunch of options and a format that you can plug and play and choose from, but it will help you in this circumstance because how you start your day matters. Starting your day each morning, focusing on where you're going, focusing on who you are becoming is essential. If you are not thinking about it, then you are not doing it. So this booklet, it's free. The URL to download it is in the show notes. Do it. Just download it. Take a look at it. Create something that fits you, that fits your morning. And I promise you, you will start to see results. It is one of the most important things you can do if you're trying to improve your life. I promise you, this is it. And if you're trying or interested in doing something more deep, if you're looking to do more, but just don't know where, come join us in Beyond by Emerge Positive. This is a community of women who are all working on this. They are all like-minded women working on designing the next 10 years that they want. They are not letting it for chance. They have said, nope, I'm taking hold, I'm designing what I want, and I'm taking the time to do it. This class is really incredible. It has amazing people in it. The community is so special because you are being cheered on, but you're also being held accountable. There's coaching involved, there are master classes involved, and the commitment is so little. The master's class is an hour, the group coaching is an hour. It's all up to you of whether you want to do it live or on your own time because you get recordings afterwards, but it will help you hold this path. You know, as we start working on a big goal, like a 10-year goal, we need the accountability. It helps you. You are not meant to walk this path alone. So if you join this community, it helps you stay the course. And it has been the most extraordinary group so far. And I hope that you'll consider joining us. If you have any questions, just email me or put some notes here and I'll respond to you because it is truly the next step after doing the reset. Once you start doing that, if you want to take it deeper, Beyond by Emerge Positive is absolutely the way to go. So here, I'll leave you with this. You don't need more answers. You probably already have them, right? The answer is, are you practicing them? I know that was a big question for me this week. Am I practicing it? No, but now I am. You can emerge positive. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so grateful for you to be here and to be supporting this. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks. See you soon.